All right, everybody, buckle up because this video is going to move pretty quickly and I've got a lot to say. I'm kind of in a mood right now and I felt compelled to make this video because now it just seems like a really good time to clean house. Not only literally, but figuratively as well. Some of what I'm going to talk about today is pretty basic, but some other things that I want to touch on are a little more involved, so sit tight. Let's start out with the easy stuff. The first thing that you need to trash in 2023 are clothes that no longer fit or stuff that you just no longer wear. Here's the rule. If you haven't worn it in a year, chances are you're not going to wear it this year. So all it's doing is taking up space in your closet or in your drawers. Carve out like 30 minutes or so, pull all that stuff out of your closet and try it on one last time. And if it still doesn't fit, or if you just don't like it for whatever reason, get it out of your closet and just donate that stuff. The next thing to trash is clothing that's just worn out. So take a look through your white t-shirts and other white dress shirts and look for any yellowing around the neck or the pits. If you can see it, so can everybody else. And my guess is you probably don't want to be the guy running around wearing the stained shirt. Same thing goes with any worn out shoes, socks, and underwear, jackets, belts, or anything else. And on the subject of things that might be worn out, take a look at your bedding and your bathroom towels. If your pillowcases and your sheets are stained or discolored from just years of general use, it's probably time to replace your sheets and pillowcases with something fresh and brand new. Now, take a look at your bathroom towels. Do they smell funny? Are they all frayed at the ends? Or are they getting so thin you can almost see through it? If so, maybe move those out to the garage or something and then treat yourself to some nice new towels and bedding. Okay, staying in the bathroom for a second, take a look through your cabinets and gather up everything that you haven't even seen in like a year or that maybe you even forgot you had. Now, sure, if you discover something like maybe a brand new stick of deodorant that you didn't even know you had, great. Pull that out and feel free to use that. But if you have a bunch of expired sunscreen or dried up hair products or old cologne that you don't even wear anymore or expired medication, now would be a good time to just get rid of that stuff. All right, now I want to shift gears for just a minute and I want to make sure that you all hear me on this next one because the next thing that you need to trash in 2023 is the notion in your mind that you're not good enough or the false belief or that little voice that says you don't deserve happiness. Now look, I understand how that sounds, but just bear with me for a second. If you've ever met me in person, or if you've been a subscriber of my channel for really any length of time, you know by now that I'm the glass half full guy. But of course, like we all go through periods when everything sucks and when it feels like everything is just going against us, and I go through those same periods. But what we can't do is let that negativity stick around. Every single one of you, within the sound of my voice, deserves to be happy. And that brings up the next thing that you need to trash in 2023, and that's toxic people. I mean, look, as a grown man, you've been through stuff, right? We all have. Hopefully you know your self-worth, and nobody gets to talk to you in a way that makes you feel bad about yourself, or that makes you feel like everything's your fault, or that makes you feel guilty for even having an opinion. Start standing up for yourself in the same way that you would stand up for your best friend who's getting picked on. And once you've trashed that, you can trash negativity and other people's drama. If it doesn't concern you, why bother? It's wasted real estate in your brain and it's not paying rent to be there. So get rid of it. Try this. The next time you're out somewhere, open the door for someone. Give a stranger a genuine compliment. Let the car in front of you just go. Let somebody else with less items go in front of you at the grocery store. And if you have the means, pay for somebody's meal at a restaurant anonymously. And here's why that's important. Doing something nice for somebody else with nothing expected in return makes you feel good about yourself. And it starts to change your mindset. It builds the muscle in your brain that normally tells you that you're not worthy, and it starts telling you that you actually are. It also builds the self-worth and self-respect muscle that you need in order to move through life seeing the glass as half full instead of seeing everything half empty. You deserve everything this life has in store for you. And if you don't think you do, you're the only one standing in your way. It's time to step aside and allow yourself to see how much you can actually achieve and how happy you're supposed to be. Okay, now that I'm off my soapbox, it's time to get your butt in the kitchen and trash all that expired food in your fridge and in your cabinets. Seriously, how long has that tartar sauce been in there, my friend? What about that box of crackers that's probably turned into rubber by now? Take like 10 or 15 minutes and go through your pantry and get rid of anything that's old, expired, and that you have zero intention of ever consuming. All right, we're not stopping there. Since you're still in the kitchen, maybe take a minute or two and go through all of your cooking utensils and all your pots and pans. Do you have a hodgepodge of pots and pans with busted handles and stained lids? Maybe it's time to reevaluate and just replace a couple of those things. But I know a lot of people get really connected to their favorite cookware, but if you don't have an emotional attachment to your frying pan and it looks like maybe it's seen better days, consider trashing that and treat yourself to something brand new. And look, I know this video was a little bit different, but I had an itch that needed to get scratched. And listen, if you have anything else to add, please, by all means, let's start a brand new list of things to trash down in the comments. And one more thing, if you made it this far in this video, you're one of the true legends. And as always, my friends, thank you so much for watching. Live well, and I'll see you in the next one.